Hello, hello, hello. Dude, that, I'm at a loss for words. What the hell are you doing?
My friend, in the last week, I have gotten psychic powers.
Dude, you look like Cousin It dyed his hair blonde.
When changes come, you must embrace it. I can predict the future.
Okay.
I
Did you predict my reaction?
I predict we're going to do a podcast.
Oh, no shit.
And also predict we are going to talk about the Bears.
Oh, good lord. I must recruit you for my lottery numbers.
I also can predict you are wearing red underwear with black and green stripes.
Wait a minute, whoa. Are those glasses X-ray vision? How did you know that?
Because my name is Jeff Rodamus.
I mean, the laundry was yeah,
and I see
disturbing.
into the future.
All right, just could you see the future? Well, let's get back to normal. Of course, I am Big Will,
I am J Dub,
and this is the Bears Bro Podcast.
Excuse me while I find my glasses because I'm blind as fuck right
All
now.
right. So on this episode, of course, we are going to talk about the aftermath of the 2026 NFL Draft, how we feel about our picks, the direction the team went, and so on and so forth. But before we get started, I have to get something off my chest. I've been stewing on this, and I need to let it out. I have a question for you.
Oh shit!
Who normally makes the phone calls to the draft picks?
GM,
General manager. So if the general manager's the one that makes the decisions, right?
Yep.
Then can you explain to me why Ian Cunningham was the one that made the calls to all of the Atlanta Falcons draft picks?
I
Picking up what I'm putting down? But yet we still did not get our compensatory picks for him becoming their general manager. Have no ill will towards the Atlanta Falcons. Ian Cunningham deserved the job. But again, it is another example of how we got, without even the decency of buying us a drink, he made the calls to the draft picks and welcomed them to the team, and then handed the phone off to Stefanski. The head of player operations didn't do that. The owner doesn't even do that. The owner talks to them on occasion, and with the Cowboys, it's the same person. But the fact of the matter is, Ian Cunningham made the phone calls. That makes Ian Cunningham the general manager. That means he had the power. The Rudy Rule awarded us draft picks. Just saying.
So I did not know that he did all the phone calls.
Oh, yeah,
so it seems like a loophole to me.
Yeah, because all over social media, of course, they show the general managers and the head coach talking to the draft picks for the greatest moment of their life. And so that also leads into another thing, but I will discuss it when we discuss our draft picks.
Okay.
So now that I got that off my chest, because it has been driving me nuts of the fact that they showed Ian Cunningham making the phone calls, but he didn't have the power. Matt Ryan, he's the one that calls the shots. Horseshit. But I'm going to calm myself down with some Monsters of the Midway juice because we've got a lot of other stuff to unpack. Thank you for giving me the moment after your whatever the hell that was moment. So
thank you for allowing me to do whatever. And one of these days I'm going to do a show naked. So
no, then that's the day. Let me know so I can call off and talk to HR and tell them I'm on vacation.
That's what we like to do on this show. Sometimes, we know what we're going to talk about, but then there's just times that I just like to go off the rails and just do something that is unpredictable.
And same thing with me getting that off my chest. It's just ever since, because I love watching those videos of the moments, because some people, like the guy from I believe it was the Buffalo Bills, who suffered from alopecia. I don't know. Please forgive me. I don't know his name, but he's an offensive lineman for now the Buffalo Bills, and the emotion that he had getting drafted, it's what your dream came true.
Yep. So we're watching the draft. You're home. I'm home. We're texting, and which is really good because I did not shit my pants last week. If you all remember, it was I had to start drinking the poopy stuff.
Your Buttscope went well.
100%.
I got mine next week.
Gave him time, but you won't let me. No, my colonoscopy was perfect, 100%. But we're sitting at 25. Now, last show, we made some predictions. I said we were going to trade up in the top 10, which we did not. And the other thing was, if we don't, what do we do?
And in all honesty, I'm glad we did not trade up.
Me too.
I'm glad we didn't give up our number one or draft equity for a name.
Yep.
A name that we're also going to have to pay. Like I thought about it, Dexter Lawrence. Not only did the Bengals give up way too much, giving out the number 10, but then they gave him a contract extension. The Giants very well could have done as well. So obviously he wanted out. We don't want those type of players of, are you going to have to worry every year he's going to walk into the office and say, I want more money or I'm not going to show up. Thank you. Have a nice day. John Harbaugh started a new regime with the Giants and said, thank you, but no thank you.
Mm-hmm. So we're sitting there and, which I also love the fact that the draft went rather smooth. And I just want to give a shout out to Fernando Mendoza, staying at home with his mom. I got a little teary-eyed. To me,
yes,
he knew he was going there. Money didn't matter because the LinkedIn thing. But
like I said,
see him home with his mom, that made me that was great. So we're sitting there at 25. The draft is going pretty smooth, and I'm like, okay,
quickly too.
You're texting me back and forth. Okay, hey, our guy is still there. A guy is still there. The pick comes in, and I of course, he is the draft expert between the two of us.
To an extent, I got people. Speaking of that, nephew, thank you for all of your draft insight. Nephew from Old Pins and Wins. He is a college football guru. Every person that we picked, I'm like, what's your take on this person? What's your take on this person? Because, like I said, I don't follow college football until the draft. And to the extent of the lower rounds, there are people I don't know.
Yep,
and he gave me some insight that put a smile on my face.
So then I guess I got to stop giving you credit for knowing stuff. Okay, so nephew, you get all the credit. Anyways, we're sitting there at 25, and it's who picked before us? I can't remember. What it was.
I know Minnesota picked before us.
No. Who was at 24? I'm sorry. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
they picked, and all of a sudden, like 2 minutes later, it said the pick is in. Now I'm sitting here. I'm not gonna lie. It was in the back of my head. I'm like, don't you dare go fucking wide receiver. The name.
I was more worried about offensive linemen, to be honest with you, because, I mean, we've got questions with Trapillo's injury, but we didn't need an offensive lineman in the first round.
And we would have been pissed if we got an offensive lineman, but, that's later down in the show.
Yeah.
Round 1, number 25, safety out of Oregon, Dylan Cinnamon. And I shit you not, ladies and gentlemen, I can bring up the text. I instantly messaged him. I said, who and what the fuck? Because
I don't understand why. Because
I didn't know anything
in some people's minds, he was the top safety in the draft behind Caleb Downs, because supposedly he's.
But you sent me the highlight, and then they. Let me see. It was Louis Riddick. It was that guy who's always there, been doing it for 40 years.
Mel Kiper.
They all raved, and they all said, "What a great pick!" And then I watched a couple,
and the fact that he dropped to us, and there's a lot of people saying, "What the hell were the Vikings thinking?" Because not only did they not pick a safety,
but they traded their linebacker away.
And not only did they need a safety because Harrison Smith, I think it is, is at the tail end of his career, but you let him get to us.
The thing. So obviously, I only know like the top 5. I mean, I just my attention span and my desire to know college, I just don't care. So I started watching him. I'm like, oh, this guy's pretty good. Just because he's white, it doesn't matter. And he is. He is fucking fast at the combine. Holy shit.
I mean, depends on how much stock you put into the 40-yard dash
fucking true.
of the fact that he ran a faster 40 than Justin Jefferson.
I'm just gonna say
so that what that means is he's going to be able to clear ground when whoever decides to go for a long throw.
Yep. So I sat there and I watched the reels, and you sent me everything from X or whatever you call it. And I'm like, okay, cool. So this guy played for Oregon, so he played in a tough division. I believe it's the Pac-10.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I was happy with that. I'm like, good. We talked about they were going to do what they did with the offense for the defense this year, what they did for the offense last year.
And I believe I said I wanted an edge rusher, a linebacker, and a safety.
Okay.
Got the safety in both free agency and the draft because, I mean, they were asking what people should nickname him and Kobe Bryant. We got air traffic control, cookies and cream.
The guy sends me a picture of cookies and cream. I'm like, wow, man, that's really racist. And he's like, no, somebody made that up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
But it makes sense because the kid's got swag. The funniest story.
Is he like another Jason Sehorn?
I don't know. Let's find out. But they draft him, and my wife's like, he's cute. But then all of a sudden, he started showing the swag of, his dream came true. She's like, well, we don't like him anymore because he's too cocky. Yeah, I'll take it as long as he balls out on the field.
Absolutely.
No Diddy. So
after that, I went to bed because I had to get up at 3:30 in the morning and drink some more great stuff. And he's going to find out in a week from now that stuff is great. Yeah, not really. So the next day, I'm still kind of out of it from everything. And round 2 comes, and we take center Logan Jones.
Second round, aka the Ben Johnson round.
So
day 2, Ben Johnson's day.
So I said immediately, are you fucking kidding me? I can show you guys the text. And then you sent me the highlight tape. I'm like,
and I really didn't understand how well, because he comes from Iowa, so obviously he's doing something right. But this is where nephew is like, you just drafted your center for the next 10 years. He is the best center prospect he's seen since because he's a Cowboys fan. What was Frederick's first name?
Michael, Jacob.
The Cowboys center for such a long time. But I'm like, cool. And everybody said great things about him, about how he is a beast. But then we get to
hold on. Hold on. Yep. I mean, I have.
I'm gonna let you go with this one. It's the head scratcher of the whole draft for me.
And just for everybody who's watching this, no, I'm not looking at my penis. I mean, it is pretty impressive sometimes, but no. Okay. So
again, it was nice knowing you guys.
You've seen it. Round 3.
No, I have not.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before we go to that, Logan Jones, because it was held in Pittsburgh. He was the number 57th overall pick. He will forever and a day get free Heinz ketchup. So, congratulations, I guess, for your next McDonald's. I don't know. All right. So we're watching, right? Is round 3, pick 69. My
yes, favorite, because we traded the 60th pick, and that's. Can I share? Can I share with the class?
Hold on. Pick 69, my favorite number. And he was at his house. I was here, and I know that we both said the same thing with the same reaction. Take it away.
Well, first of all, I mean, another tight end. So is that the signs that Cole Kmet is eventually gone?
Because that's what you sent me. You said so much for Cole Kmet.
Yeah, I was like, bye Kmet, because I mean, one, he's well paid, so he could be a cap casualty casualty, which people thought might happen anyway. But I don't want to see it happen. Hopefully, he's Smythe's replacement, or they're planning for the future because Cole's not going to be there very long. And if you have a future two-headed monster of Loveland and Roche, however it's pronounced, you can't go wrong.
Can I give my take on Cole Kmet?
Yes,
you know,
and then I will give what bugs me about the situation.
I've said it before. I am a huge Cole Kmet fan. I love it when he scores the touchdown and does the baseball swing. Cole Kmet. See, this is why my reaction was like, "What the fuck? Why did you draft a tight end that early?" Cole Kmet was there during Eberflus, Justin Fields.
Yes.
Okay, so last year we go out and we get Loveland, right? I mean, we should have gotten Warren. I know we should have gotten Tyler Warren. I know we should have sooner. Or I'm sorry, in this last year's season, our tight end Colson Loveland took over as the number one.
Absolutely. As
what did Cole Kmet do? Whatever you need, I'm your guy. Cole Kmet came up with his biggest catch ever in the playoff game, right? Biggest catch ever. This guy took a backseat to a rookie, didn't go in and be like, I want to be traded. I want more money. Fuck this shit. He said,
with all due respect, he didn't pull a DJ Moore. As much as I love DJ Moore and his exit was classy, part of me wonders, was DJ Moore salty because Road overtook him? And then we bring in Luther Burden, and he was now option number 4 because Colston Loveland became option number 1 when Caleb needed a first down.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
After, I would say, the second half of the season.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if it was me, which it is not, I would be like, Cole Kmet, we have what you did, your character speaks volume. You're a leader. We need this. We're not going to trade you. It's a head scratcher, as you say. Head scratcher. Why did you draft him? Unless.
But the one thing that I will say, after how successful last year and the draft class from last year completely transformed our team, until further notice, I will give Ben Johnson the benefit of the doubt of the fact that he is building his team. He's not draft this guy just because I need to draft somebody in this position. All of the options, Zion is gone, and I will address that in a minute. TJ Parker was gone. All of the edge rushers we were linked to, since we were linked to everybody, were gone. So why just reach to draft a guy when
unless
you had him on your board, but yet you can continue building your offense by adding your type of players. But here's what bugs me about the whole thing. Because one, we traded out of 60, and we traded it to Baltimore. And who did Baltimore draft? Zion Young. The guy that
we could have gotten.
We could have gotten him at 60, and him and Sweat, him and Booker. And Booker is blown up. I've seen clips of he's put on muscle. He's going to be – he was dangerous last year after getting healthy. He could be a nightmare. Maybe that's why we didn't draft an edge rusher.
Maybe. Who knows? So after you and I went back and forth, and like I said, I'm a huge Cole Kmet fan. I just think that somebody like that –
And I am right there with you. I've been a Cole Kmet fan since we drafted him.
So then – remember last week and the week before we said do not draft a wide receiver. Who do we take at number 4? Our 4th overall pick at number 124.
Xavier Thomas from LSU. Which did you hear the cool story about that?
Oh, but I think I'm going to. See, I'm psychic.
A distant relative of Walter Payton.
Get the fuck out of here.
I am not. They were talking about that. And the one thing they said was that he shared a bed with Walter Payton Which one? How's that possible? Because
Walter Payton died in 1990.
Unless the furniture he selected, I don't get it. It's like, but
way to make the greatest football player of all time seem like a pedophile. Way
That's
to go, Will. Way to.
I didn't say it. What they were talking about when they were talking about he's related to Walter Payton. So it was meant to be.
Okay, so it could be like okay, hold on.
Like I said,
we all know Walter Payton stepped out on his wife.
No, he's like a cousin.
Okay, then there we go.
Yeah.
So we were like, I was like, okay. I quickly went and saw the highlight of him. I'm like, this fucker guy's fast.
And he could have the Luther Burden effect.
Absolutely.
He was a hidden gem that had the ability to be a upper round draft pick, and we got him in the third.
Yep.
And nephew was saying that he's going to be a great returner, which that was another thing that made me question it. Because we brought in Khalif Raymond. So you got a wide receiver and you got a returner. But this kid supposedly excels at doing both. So maybe then you have Khalif either be kickoff or punts or have him be the other. So it could have its benefits. And John Gruden, you know how we value his opinion. He may have questionable antics of what got him fired in Vegas, but he was very high on us getting Thomas.
But I mean, if you were a quarterback, right, would you want a few weapons or would you want many weapons?
I mean,
think about it.
Who are you going to stop? If you stop Rome, you got to worry about Luther. If you stop Luther, you got to worry about Colston. If you stop Colston, you got to worry about Komet. If you and now this Roush kid. If you stop them, you got to worry about Thomas. And then, not to mention who we got in our backfield, who also can catch out of the backfield. Yeah. And
don't forget who runs with a purpose.
Kyle Monungai.
So after that, I kind of went and had a bologna sandwich, and I kind of probably took a nap. But at
do you put mustard on your bologna sandwiches?
I had to because I couldn't have mayo.
Yeah, that's fair. I was just curious because some people.
I like mustard. What you got?
No, I love mustard.
I know, but like the way you find it.
No, I'm just saying because some people are.
Is it because yellow? Why does color got to matter? Anyway,
that's my line. Thank you very much. Why does it got to be a color thing?
Round 4, 124. The pick came in real quick. Malik Muhammad, cornerback from Texas.
Thank you for bringing him up. That was the other thing that I wanted to talk about. You're psychic. You understood. At first, and I messaged him right away that I was a little worried about his reaction of being drafted when they showed the video.
That's the guy, yeah.
He was absolutely emotionless. No smile, no head down, nothing. Family all excited. And then I thought about it. How sad is it that yesterday he had to put out a statement about the viral video of his reaction to being drafted? And why I said it worried me is because remember when Justin Fields got drafted?
Just like this.
And he looked pissed that he got drafted by us. I don't know if it's because he had a chance to go home and be in Atlanta, but whatever it is. And he looked angry. This kid had nothing. No anger, no happy, nothing. And the fact that his dream came true and he had to justify how he reacted to it. As long as he balls out, and there's another player, nephew, told me of the fact that Tyreek Stevenson should be very, very worried that he is not going to touch the field in 2026.
Fuck him.
Or, he just needs so the fact of our secondary is now corners. Jalen Johnson. Supposedly, this kid is like his clone, Malik Muhammad. Then you've got Kyler Gordon. And in between the two of them, you've got the ball hawks of Kobe, and Dylan Thinaman.
I'm sorry, you can't do that. You got to call him cookies and cream because you can't. I'm sorry.
I got to see him play to be able to say,
maybe he's another Jason Sehorn. We all remember what Michael Strahan said. I thought this individual was black until because no, I'm not trying to make a joke, but because Jason Sehorn was such a high draft pick, Michael Strahan thought he was black because of the way he played,
and then it's going to open up things. The fact that our whole secondary, the speed alone, you're going to be able to keep up with Justin Jefferson. You're going to be able to keep up with whichever wide receiver Green Bay happens to have not on the injury report, and keep up with Amon-Ra and Jameson Williams and all of the other receivers in the league. Because I please forgive me, I don't remember who our opponents are this year, but if you can't throw to your receivers, you got problems.
Yep.
And you've got safeties that are also going to hold down tight ends as well.
Mm-hmm. And we all know that Ben Johnson, Ryan Poles, and Dennis Allen are not going to – they're not going to do what the regime before all this did. We're like, blah, 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 blah. So
let them get that extra 15 yards so that they can get a game-winning field goal.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. The therapy pill. So send it to my agent.
So I like that pick. I did do some research, and he played for Texas, so he played in a tough division. He didn't play a cupcake. He didn't play a cupcake schedule, so he went up against some really good talent. So so the next pick was a linebacker, round 5, number 156, Keyshawn Elliott, linebacker out of Arizona State.
I didn't get much information on him. I apologize. He's going to be a solid backup. That was nephew's critique. He's going to be a solid backup.
But going in the 5th round, it may light a fire under his ass to be like, hey, I got to put in more work. I mean, I go back to the Russell Wilson drafted in the 3rd round. He worked his ass off and he got to starting.
Look at Noah Sewell. Noah Sewell, I believe, was a 4th rounder.
And he worked his tail off. So here is your favorite guy. Okay, our last draft pick, because for whatever reason we traded to Buffalo the last 2 7ths, whatever, no matter. Your guy, Jordan Vanderberg, defensive tackle, Georgia Tech at round 6, number 213.
I forget they say. Oh, he's South African. Sorry, but he's supposedly a beast. And a lot of people are already on Sports Mockery are saying that he could be our Manungai 2.0 of a very late rounder that could plug that middle of the defense, and along with Dexter and Jarrett, if Jarrett sticks around.
Wait a minute. Apparently, no, wait. I might have misspoke. You sent me a weird.
No, we're going to get into that.
Thank you.
We're talking about the undrafted free agent.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Yes. UFDA.
Yes. And apparently we got some good ones.
I heard that.
And the funny thing is, if the one that nephew told me is a good enough receiver to make the roster, I may be able to have my last name on a jersey, because we drafted Squirrel White from Florida State. That's his name, Squirrel White. I'm like, I lost the opportunity when Kevin White didn't pan out. There's another third.
Bring that shit up. Stop. Rex Grossman.
Oh, he got us to a Super Bowl.
The fuck he did. Shut up. Defense and Thomas Jones, and
he still had to throw the ball, but no, he made Curtis Conway look good.
Curtis Conway was good.
Yes. So him and Bernard Berrien. But speaking of the undrafted free agents, the headliner for me for the undrafted free agents is, do you realize we have the opportunity to have a vanilla gorilla next to the Canadian Eagle on our offensive line?
Hold on. He sent me, what is it again? The vanilla
gorilla.
Okay, so
Caden Barnett from Wyoming.
So Will and I, obviously, we joke. There's nothing personal, and we always talk about color or stuff like that. We joke. Nothing serious, like what you can.
Nothing serious and nothing disrespectful.
When he fucking sent me that, I'm like, what the fuck? I had to research. I'm like, good Lord! And then before I can even finish researching, he goes, "Do you realize we're gonna have a vanilla gorilla next to the Canadian Eagle?"
I'm like, sign me up for it. That's why I wish this year we had Hard Knocks, because to be able to have a Hard Knocks with the Canadian Eagle and the Vanilla Gorilla next to a Squirrel White, no, we just got the whole forest to go along with the Bears. Just saying, it's going to be quite entertaining.
Take a breath. Take a breath. The whole forest.
Squirrel,
great.
Gorilla, Eagle.
Great. The Green Planet is going to come after this now. Great. No.
Oh,
so after just doing a little bit of research, I don't do a lot of research. It said
you don't do research.
No, actually, I don't. I rely on you, and then I find out that it's not really you, it's nephew. So
I do my due diligence.
I wish we could have a green screen. I could just block you off and put in that nephew guy. There's so many people that said the Bears are now equipped to go to the Super Bowl. Whoa. Pump your brakes there.
We do. Out if Caleb continues to grow.
But let's look at the pieces we brought in. Can this Cinnamon guy from Oregon be as good as this Kobe Bryant?
And
can he be what we took him at 25 for?
First of all, we still have Al Harris. So I am beyond excited of the fact that you realize last year we led the NFL in takeaways with, it was either 32 or 33. And the majority of those interceptions that happened on that were
passes.
Kevin Byard, gone.
Byard!
Nishan Wright, gone. Who was CJ Garner Minshew.
Edmonds had 4.
And Edmonds. All of them gone. And what did we do? We went in free agency. It got Kobe Bryant. And Brisker. There. So, I just freaking name him that. Bryant was Byard's replacement. Now you go and get Cinnamon, Brisker's replacement. Younger, faster. And you give Al Harris to mold him. We may end up having 40 takeaways next year. And then Edmonds, and then you bring in maybe this kid in the 5th round could make the be his replacement. But you still have Sewell. You went and brought in Devin Bush. And then you added another corner to take right spot.
Yeah.
And if Malik Muhammad is as good as they say he is, your roster got younger, got quicker, and you still have the guy in the kitchen. And then on the offensive side, we didn't really lose a lot of pieces that are going to hurt us, except for DJ Moore. But then you elevate Rome. And a lot of people are saying that, his stats, they question of whether or not he's going to regress. He had a foot injury. And then you have Luther Burden III, who was dynamic in every time he had the ball in his hands. The flea flicker. He caught it. Touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Made amazing plays going into the playoffs. And then you add this other kid of Xavier Thomas, who could be Luther Burden 2.0.
So we have talked about they're not going to just draft the best available player. They were going to draft the best player for the team that fits the scheme.
Correct.
Look at that, I rhymed.
Because you can say, well, this guy is the highest ranked guy on every analyst board. But if he doesn't fit what you want on your team, or why draft him? Yep. Why pull the Rams of you want your quarterback of the future and you're going to take the 13th pick to pick your quarterback of the future when you have the reigning MVP? It may work out in the future because it worked for Green Bay twice.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that pick. I mean, Stafford may play just one more year. Devontae Adams is going to be gone. I'm okay with that pick. But we both said numerous times, don't just take somebody, look at what they did last year for the offense. They did this for the defense, and they got maybe a couple golden nuggets. You know, if Xavier, whatever,
Xavier Thomas.
yeah, him too, goes out and he has 33 catches for 700 yards and 4 touchdowns, and he makes plays that extends, then it's worth it. But if you go out and you get this person and it doesn't pan out, that's why we didn't jump all in on Max Crosby or this person or this person. We went
Or
out,
at least not yet, because I mean,
well, yeah, we're still linked to him, and I'm still waiting on my 22-piece nugget. But anyways, I'm just saying. At first, the draft, I was like, okay, blah blah blah. But the more that I did my little research, I like the draft, and I just think some of those late round picks, they're going to be like, okay, I feel that I should have been drafted here, so I'm going to put in a lot more work, because if you don't put in the work,
especially Malik,
you're not going to get the field.
Especially Malik, he's gonna try to prove
He could have been,
three rounds of teams, including us. You waited too long, and now I'm going to help take this team to the championship. Because if you go with all the conspiracy theories, which after a while I start to wonder, who did they say is going to win the Super Bowl in 2027?
I knew what you were going to say. I know. But so here we are. So how many people did we lose on defense? Let's just say around number 7.
So
let's just say 7.
So the key was
right, but we lost 7.
We lost pretty much our half of our secondary.
Right. So that was 1 year, people. Right, 1 year.
Yes.
Okay, it is what it is. But now we 3 years.
And last year, the year before, we waited on him with his concussion issues, and then he comes back. He plays well, did well in the playoff game against the Rams, and then he says, "See ya."
But now we have the same defense for a minimum of 3 years.
Yes.
Minimum.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
I'm okay with that. As long as we don't lose Al Harris.
You know, but we talked about, I know I have said this. I hate the whole 1 year and go. Bullshit. Like, I will always feel that the 2025 season was just such a magical season. Why would you not want to be part of that?
Absolutely.
And as I had said in one of our previous shows this year, you guys all wanted, I'm stealing John Cena again because you can't see me. You all wanted to go to another team and be the guy. You're not going to be the guy. You're just going to be a guy. You'll end up being a question on Jeopardy. That's it. Sorry. Everybody who leaves the Bears sucks. Name one person who left the Chicago Bears and went on to have a great career. Yes, I know, Alshon Jeffrey, you won a championship. I know. Go ahead. Tell me one other person. That's okay. You wait, and I'll just continue to do the show. Nobody. Yeah. This is what I paid.
Didn't retire as a Bear. I mean, you can't even say Devin Hester. I mean, yes, he broke the record.
He went to Atlanta, but
yes, he broke the record with Atlanta, but he didn't do as well in Atlanta like he did with us. So,
Jordan Howard, yep, you won. I think he won the championship with the Eagles. Yep, okay. But everybody who leaves Chicago that helps build something.
Anybody put in the comments.
Just saying. You tell me one person that left Chicago and went on to have a great career.
That did well in Chicago and then left and did well or better somewhere else. Because
if you leave us a comment, I will read it on the air.
Damn.
No, I'm sorry. Let me be more precise. If you tell me one Chicago Bear that left Chicago and went on to have a better career
with another team,
I will.
Because you can't even say Jim McMahon with the fact that he won a Super Bowl and the OG and still went to the White House in his Bears jersey.
Absolutely, yep.
And you got to give that respect.
Damn right.
So,
I love that picture.
All right, so now that we've with the draft picks that we've got.
Wait. The kicker.
Oh, Robbie Gould. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he did well with San Francisco because he went to the Giants first, not as well, but then when he went to San Francisco.
So he did have a pretty, I'm just saying, anyways, Alshon Jeffrey, You know, you and your boy there.
And nothing against Santos. Robbie Gold should still be our kicker.
Go ahead.
He was always the kicker that I picked in
Always good in
fantasy
goal.
football. But
right, name one Chicago Bear that you don't fucking draft. On a 20-man roster, you have 18 Chicago Bears. Let's keep on saying that.
You're killing me, Smalls. All right, so now that we've the draft is behind us, is there any any notable free agents out there you would like us to bring in? But is there any position you would like to see us address with anybody that is a cap casualty or gets cut going into training camp? Is there a name out there you would like to say, let's bring him in instead of trading for somebody? I'm saying a notable free agent out there you would like to see us bring in.
So, you know,
or a position you want us to still address.
So there's two. And why not, right? You know, you got the future Hall of Famer Cam Jordan.
Yeah.
You know, I know I just said I hate the one and done, but somebody like a Cam Jordan who could disrupt the opposing offense, who as I know he's up there. He's probably got 1 to 2 years. Give him a 1-year deal. Let's see what he does. If he doesn't want to come to Chicago because he's been playing in New Orleans in a dome for 8 games out of the year, I get that. It's called. If not, take a look at Jadeveon Clowney. Why not?
Yes,
why not?
He's been a plug and play for so many rosters that I wouldn't be upset with that. And I mean, he helps elevate other guys on his roster to increase their productivity.
And he was a number 1 overall pick by the Texans.
I forgot about that.
Right?
He was a number 1 overall.
So he's a number 1 overall.
I knew he was a first rounder. I just forgot that he was a number 1 overall.
He still got some tread on the tires. And the reason why I'm saying those two, right? They're leaders, they're veterans. Cam Jordan would be a perfect compliment. I don't think he could be the starter. Maybe yes, but you know what? Imagine rotating a 4-man rotation: Booker, Sweat, Cam Jordan, or Jadeveon Clowney, and somebody else.
Oh, and a motivated Deo or Dabo or whatever.
Imagine having a nice rotation, kind of like what they do in the first quarter. Taylor Swift, by a lot. DeAndre Swift, he runs, and then all of a sudden they bring in another guy, right? And then,
my goodness,
okay. This is my job. This is in my contract. I have got to make you break character. So in the second quarter, now you're going to get hit by Manungai. Yeah. And then in the third quarter, I'm just saying, imagine Sweat in for a couple plays, and then say Jadeveon Clowney comes in. Now you go from a beast to somebody who's quicker.
Yes, and you can mentor.
Yes,
like either one of those two guys would be the hell of a mentor for Booker.
And
just like what we were hoping for out of Grady Jarrett last year, which hasn't panned out. Let him go back to Atlanta. Let him follow Oz and realize maybe I need to go back home or call it a day.
This is my face. Get Jared the fuck out of there, you fucking bomb pussy. Anyways, no, I'm just saying. Whatever, I don't care. You pay all that money, whatever. But I'm just saying. Imagine just a rotation. Mm-hmm. So now we have like 5 wide receivers. So this is my point. Imagine trying to.
We're going to try out Scotty Miller. Which
you sent me that video or the picture. Talk about size difference.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, because him and Cole Kmet were high school teammates or
something.
Yeah.
Something. So here's Cole Kmet and here's little Scotty Miller. But
yeah,
I'm just saying. So my point for the rotating defense is, so we got 5 wide receivers, we got a couple of tight ends, we got a couple of running backs. Imagine trying to game plan for this set of 3 and this of 2 or this formation. Oh shit! Now you're sitting here going against Austin Booker. Oh wait, now you got to get Jadeveon Clowney, or now you got to go against Montez Sweat.
You're going to have some tired offensive linemen.
That's what I'm saying.
And so I'm after giving it some thought, I still question the Roush pick because we didn't need another tight end. But Ben Johnson knows what
we
he's
have
doing.
to trust it. We have to.
Ben Johnson knows what he's doing. He proved it last year until proven otherwise. And he brought in guys that are going to fit what he wants to do.
Yep.
This is his team. And it worked last year. We went from a joke to the Kings of the North. We beat the Packers 3 out of the last 4 years. I want to point that out again because I got Packers fans always talking shit of, Caleb is your new landlord in both your house and ours. But we can be what the Lions were when they were a joke. They brought in the right pieces, and look at them now. They're a perennial playoff team, a perennial number 1 overall seed, and they are talked about over and over again. They're getting all the primetime games, and Caleb is getting the respect he should have been getting all last year. I mean, there's rumblings he's going to be the Madden cover artist, which part of me worries because of the curse.
Jinx, yeah.
I mean, but he could be the one to debunk that, and his leadership is starting to show, and I'm happy about it. And yeah. Okay. And don't forget, we still got Ben Johnson, who doesn't hesitate of him. You saw the clip of him telling Caleb, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I love that. You pointed that out. But that's great, though. I love that instead of the whole kid gloves. Tell me.
And they're the overreacting to the whole handshake thing. Like Kyle Brandt on Good Morning Football said, did you guys forget we used to have Mike Ditka as our head coach who picture flipping off on the field? Ben Johnson is getting it done. And
hold on. Before you go about the hand anymore, remember the first game when they beat us, I'm just saying, Matt LaFleur, quick handshake off. But when Ben Johnson does it, it's wrong. Sorry.
Oh yeah, and because he said "fuck the Packers" in a post game speech to his team.
Who gives a shit?
And then they want to be all at the coaches' meetings of they were separated in the picture. Who fucking cares? As long as he's not diddling a reporter and Vrabel style, yeah, I'll say it because that whole thing of the fact that he wasn't there night 3 of the draft because he was going to counseling, and now there's rumblings. There's people that want him to step down. I mean, it is his personal life. He made a stupid decision, and who am I to judge? Full disclosure, I almost did it, so I can't crucify him. But the fact of it happened, and it is affecting your team. What happens at home, as long as it stays at home and doesn't affect the team, then because you ruined the reporter's career and you weren't there for your team.
Hold up. He didn't. She knew what was going on. She knew that.
But he still. It takes two.
I know you're
right. Because yes,
you're
and supposedly there are questions on whether or not he was doing it when he was in Tennessee. That's why I'm wondering. A person from the Titans office just resigned. Did he know some things, or you know what I'm saying?
You know what? Just with everything that goes on in sports, I know. A coach or a player having an affair. I know we're going to get a bunch of it. It happens.
It happens. It shouldn't. Wait, like I said, I am.
So didn't Robert Kraft get busted in a sex parlor or a sex massage therapist?
Like they were saying that Mike Vrabel was confused as to which cheating was acceptable when you joined the Patriots.
So just real quick, when you were talking about the whole handshake and when they went to the coaches meeting and they weren't sitting together, I just want to say just one thing. I want 15 to 20 seconds. Best I can give you.
Hey,
They want to talk about that shit. I want to mention the name Larry Bird, my favorite NBA player of all time. He used to talk shit to people while playing, say, I'm going to get it over here. I'm going to do this, do that, and there ain't going to be a fucking thing you can do about it.
Yep.
And that's okay.
And he did it.
So what about when the terrible towels come out? Is that okay? So you don't think? Look at the halftime when they were up 21.
Look at Aaron Rodgers, the discount chip. Double check. I still fucking own you.
Thank you. And that was during the game, but that's okay though. But we win the game, and he says, "Fuck the Packers." What's he supposed to say?
Goodness, how dare he say fuck the Packers?
This is professional sports where
you're supposed to be professional.
Just
get the fuck out of here.
Fuck off. Because whatever. Fuck off. That is my final fuck off.
All right. Anything else you want to get off your chest for this episode?
How much time do we got?
Hey, you tell me.
I want you to congratulate me for not bringing up a certain.
Yes. Don't even put it. John Morant. Do you see how much of an idiot he is?
All the time.
He goes to watch Desmond Bain, his former teammate with the Orlando Magic, my team, by the way, beat the Detroit Pistons and go up 3-1. He gets a crucial 3-pointer, and he's celebrating in his seat.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You know, you need to
6'7".
And yeah. So, all right. So, until next show, I am Big Will.
I am J Dubs.
And we are the Bears Bro Podcast.
John Morant. Done.